Welcome back, everyone. Today's build, we're going to be showing you my Skyburners build. This build is going to be combining the weighted throwing knives with Skyburners to have infinite ignitions and Master or GM content. This build, I give you two options. There's a GM build version and there's a Master build. In the gameplay I'm showing today, we're using the Master build, which we're trying to solo the Master Vile Strike with only Skyburners Oath. This Nightfall we got almost to the end of. We got right to the boss fight at the end, and I made a mistake and died, but it was very good for the time being, and this was the first try I've ever done on Skyburners only, so I bet I could do it after multiple tries. I just didn't want to put in that amount of time. This build just came out so well, and it really meant a lot that you guys stopped by. And I really hope you guys enjoy this Skyburners build because it's very low-key, and nobody really talks about it or mentions it. This build's also enhanced by the use of Gunpowder Gamble, which most people don't know is actually an ignition, so it will scorch and give us grenade energy from our fragments. We're using Gunpowder Gamble not with the normal fragment that gives you your knife back when you get Radiant. We're using actually the other one just to get the extra fragments and aspects, and also we get extra reload speed for our weapon of the day, which is Skyburners. This build worked perfectly to infinitely spam ignitions, which we're using the Ophidian Spades. If you want to use it in GMs, I'll explain how to do that with the boots that give you ability energy when you sprint. But this is definitely possible to run in a GM. But the Master build definitely is more successful because you really have to have infinite knives. But you do have to play some close range, which is a little risky, but if you fully figure out how to use this build is absolutely just crazy, crazy good. I really hope you guys enjoy, and let's get on to what we're using in this build. Here you go, guys! Okay, guys, for this build, we're going to be running Skyburners Oath with Gunslinger Hunter. We're going to be running weighted throwing knives to ignite the scorched enemies, incendiary grenades, on your mark, for the extra aspect fragments, and Gunpowder Gamble for that massive ignition. This ignition will allow us to use Ember of Blistering and Embering of Char to spread Scorch and get grenade energy. This will also allow us to use Ember of Ashes to increase the Scorch checks of that, which we'll be using Ember of Singeing to get our dodge back faster from all of our Scorch using Skyburners. We'll be using Ophidian Spades, so we get 2 knives. And this will really help us out in getting multiple ignitions on master level champions. We're getting Powerful Friends, Melee Wellmaker, another Melee Wellmaker, actually we would be running Bountiful Wells in the chest piece, and then 2 Melee Wellmakers, and Striking Light. We're going to be basically throwing our knives at the scorched enemies and igniting them over and over again. If you want to make this into a GM build, all you have to do is switch one of these out for Ember of Benevolence, use Healing Grenades, and instead of Ophidian Spades, you run Frosties. This will basically give you a super fast grenade and basically have the same igniting powers as you did before, but just doesn't have as many knives, and the usability with the grenade isn't as good. That's really it for the build. Let's get into the rest of the gameplay. It meant so much that you guys stopped by, and I really appreciate all the support on all my videos. So thank you, and let's get on to the rest of the gameplay. Here you go, guys. That worked. Whew. The Skyburner's Oath Challenge.